Okay. I pull a limit there, LVN short at 80 evens. Price rallies, I flip short into the low end of the distribution. We're watching tape now. Really no pullback. I want to see down ticking down to 80 evens off of 80.75 or 80.25s. See 11 trade, sell side. They hold 80.75 as a floor off of the 11 trading. So this is a short that's too early, and I pay for it. Though we see price break down after that, the run up from 80.75 and then 81 evens and then the breakdown. Eighty-one evens. I flip long there. We have this breakdown, 81 evens. Sellers get absorbed, and then buyers plunge. There's a 40 on the Q at 81 evens in a second. We see a 23 absorbed, 81 on IP, sell side. And then price rallies the Q stacks, buy side from 20 to 30. And then they pull again. There's sellers up there, but the floor is holding into the LVN. There are more sellers. So they get absorbed and buyers just move it up against them. And then there's more pressure sell side. I shouldn't have scratched that trade because they're holding the floor at 80.75 to the downside. I flip long here, so that should have just been a longer trade. Um, Notepad. I had tape from today, but I deleted it. So the first one at 21:22, human error, unnecessary flip. That could have just been one short from the LVN at 80.75. This is a good long here. Notice how the floor holds at 79, 75, and then we see a rally up. I want to see what the volume looks like on the rally. We see down ticking once, and then they pull it up. 36 on the ask. We're moving up on low volume here. Very easy for buyers to move it up, and then 28 trades at 81 evens. And then we see more upticking, which is a bullish indicator. I wouldn't be surprised if we went to high of day from here. We lose 81 evens. Price just sticks around there though, and then we trade. We hold 80.50s. This is a decent long that I don't really necessarily agree with, but we lost 81 evens and then held 80.50s. Price should have shot through there because it's an LVN, but it held instead. Let me watch this long, just for experience. 610 got bodied. So I bid the high of day here. I remember why. I bid it because I was antsy and I wanted the liquidation spike from people getting ran out. But tape stopped. Down to 81.75 is where I should have gotten out. the fact that they were so strong on the move down, yeah, we run all the way down to 78.50 before we see any sort of resistance, and even then we're down ticking at 78.50, right? So I flip short there. I don't, it's a long. Probably an instinctive long, so let me stop here. We have two human errors, one blind side board punt at expecting run through, and the second being LVN basic LVN RPB not watching flow. So if I were to write anything from there, it would be prioritize order flow over VP / areas over VP. Yeah, that's fair. We break down out of 78.50. We're in no man's land right now, 77.75. And then I pull the order here on sell pressure. S- 77.25. Right, so values there at 77.25. Really not enough upticking for me to get in. And we shoot down lower there. If anything, I should have held the trade. I want to see what tape looks like as I'm getting liquidated. 76, 75, 17, 32. So, wait. One tick, a second tick. And then that sort of fast jump on sellers makes me think it's buyers getting out, exiting the market as sells at 76.50, the LVN. But then sell side, liquidity dries up on the IP inside prints, and then we go back to 77.25. And then price breaks out. Now I'm looking to see 78 evens. Notice how we got to 78 evens and buyers can't break through it and there's no demand there. And then we come back and form an auction there. So I should have tried to get out for one or two ticks. And then sellers try to hit 78 evens again, and this time they sell and are absorbed, and buyers push it higher temporarily, even on sellers being absorbed, which is a good sign. But the best trade there, because I would have thought, oh, it's time to get long there, but we reversed. There was no upticking there, just absorption and a move lower. Now we have the establishment of value at 77.25. There's back ticking there, and I'm watching the queue and how it's kind of quiet. I think there's a big run up here. Yeah, there is. So the best trade there was getting out early. Probably 78.50 would be a good place to long. 78.50 breaks down again, and we're trading from the flip side now. I want to get short at 78.50. I'm just fast forwarding to see where my trades are. Oh, I stepped away. So the pressure got to me. I'm just trading with my emotions more than I should here, and that's what you're watching right now. Passed out back. VPOC. I didn't pass out. I just didn't want to trade because I'm scared of living. But you have to keep going. This VPOC trade looks all right. We see good selling from the high at 71.75, aggressive selling. And then a sort of stable down ticking. We sit on the offer now. Buyers dry, sellers dry up 81.50. 24 trades, 31.42. Big absorption from buyers. Still no further move down, but no move up on buyers as well, which is good. And then tape stops at 80.75, which is good. It's a good place to get out. Because if tape stops down there, you don't want to hang around. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be on the edge of my seat waiting for a trade to follow through if I'm in profit. If there's movement and then there's no movement and I'm sitting in the trade, unless order flow is telling me something, I'm not going to push it. 12, 82.25. This looks like another break and then another failed break. I give it some leg room here, then it comes back down again. So they throw it lower, and that's wraps. Giving it leg room was the right thing to do, though. I want to see if they trade the break now. So values holding. There was a seller at 81.75 who got absorbed. I'm trying the breakout again because I know if they can push high of day, the tape is going to explode, but they don't. Price goes back into into this reverting area, and then we probably sell down all the way down to 78 evens. We see some uptaking, holding the floor, 79, 13 and 10. A fast down tick there, but they still held the floor, 79.25. 79.50. It looks like I have something here, and then tape is just asinine. It's horribly slow, and we see a move here from sellers. I want to see if it's a liquidation or it's active participants pushing the price lower. So the Q disappears, sell side. It looks like active participants, but then the buy Q is real. So it jumps from 40 and to 28 because somebody trades there, not because the buyers pull because they're weak, which tells me there's actual demand there. And they respond by throwing price up limit side. So what that means is sellers checked to see if the buyers were real, and they were in fact real. There's a wall at around 78.50, and we rallied off of that. I didn't really know what was going on there, so I just took the one tick and ran away and just let the trades play out because I was scared. I pulled that order. We're sitting here now. Okay, I have to watch the whole thing. Okay, we get to 80. We get to 80.25. Then 80 even, and price begins to downtick. Now I'm watching the Q. So there's 28 at 79.75, 19 trades. The Q doesn't refill buy side, and sellers are stacking a little bit now. There was 12. Then buyers restacked it with 12, 20, 28. So there's a full Q again now. 5. Sellers are pushing. They're still holding, like 2 on the Q. And then buyers stuff it. They throw 11, which is taken out. I'm just watching the limits now. right? Tape is sitting there. There's nothing on the active side. A 10 trades, and then it goes lower. Then 11 trades, and sellers move it down on 11 contracts, 2 ticks, which means there's strength sell side there. I want to see if the Q disappears here. There's a 79, 50. There's a 7 there. A 7 again. 19. It looks like they're getting ready to restack. Yeah, which is what they did. That disappeared. That disappeared. Okay. So they just pulled. Buyers just pulled, which tells me the weak side is buyers, and the value area belongs to the sellers. And then they last second at that LVN at 78.75, they step in and it rallies in the opposite direction. 17, 17, 17, 17. That one's a minute long. I'm just going to delete that one. 17, 17. Now we're in the middle of nowhere. It's an auction. Buyers move it up on low volume. Not what I want to see in a short. Let me come back down to 70 even, which is a value. Little back ticking from buyers, insignificant. More back ticking, not what I want to see. Okay, I thought it was a short, so that's kind of an optimal but basic trade for a long, and I agree with it even though it was a loser. So I have more to learn. And then the attempted limit at the LVN is also good, trying to catch the traversal. 70 even. I see upticking and I can't wait anymore, so I'm just like, forget it. 72.25 is where I'd take profits there, and I'd take 4 to 5 ticks. But if I can take 4 to 5 ticks instantly, that means I can take it in the opposite direction too and lose. I flip short here, 72.25. More down ticking. Also pressure from sellers, active pressure at 71 and 71.50. Really no movement from buyers that much. I want to see if buyers pull the Q, if sellers throw anything in the Q. It doesn't look like it. Was that always a 10? 18, 14, 10. I would say it's somebody exiting their position, but it just looks like they empty the queue. 19, and then there's 36 at 71. There's 2 on the queue that's just spoofed. So it was just a little wall of fake orders. I agree with this trade because it's making money. That's why. 27 trades buy side on the inside prints. They can't move price higher. Now sellers step in 35, and then big spamming of the tape buy side. which tells me sellers getting out, and we actually move lower on that, which is very bearish, if I'm reading that correctly. They move down on absorption, and I would say it was going lower, 70.75, but it bounces. 69.50. Price kind of schizophrenically plunged lower there. Lads, I'm fried. We have to finish the rest of this. It looks like I'm just spamming trades. Another schizophrenic plunge lower. This is the same trade. Then I immediately flip. There's really not enough time for me to make an intelligent decision off of that flip. It's just the LVN, just the value area play from 69.25, and then we see price moving lower. Sellers appear to be in control now because they can't get over 69.25. Now they can. There's a queue that throws up at 70 evens buy side. I'm just watching, but it's already against me and I'm underwater, and I don't see the strength on the inside prints that I want for a good trade at 69.75. It's just I don't really know what the market's doing here, and I don't have a good read. So the sound decision is to walk away, which is what I appear to do. Okay, now we're at 68.25. And the breakdown, okay, broke down to 67.25. There's down ticking at the value area high, 72.50, which is what I'm watching. That's why I threw the short. I'm still holding the order because it looks good. The 10 buy side now, still pressure from sellers. Then buyers begin to fill in. Somebody throws 51, 72, 75 on the inside prints, and that scares me, right? But the fact that nothing happened, and then 26 again, which is a general indication of strength, that there are two, that they're pushing both ticks to the upside, and then it looks like somebody pulls. Then I get long again, but I'm chasing the tail end and I get liquidated. So I essentially get, I'm just guessing here. Let me pause it. Human error, comma, guessing slash boredom. So I get whipsawed here for no reason. That's the effective truth. This is a sound flip short. They can't get it over 73.25. If they do, then it's time to get out. But it doesn't look like they can, and then we move lower. That was a good one. The floor of 73.25 is what was to watch. Now we can't get over 71. And then I see an immediate loss here. I want to see what the Q looks like on the sell side when we lose 70.50. Yeah, it just explodes. And then they were real orders because 45 trades at 70 even, and the Q goes from 70 to half. So there's actual pressure there, and they can't get over 70.25, and they held it and moved over. A little bit of value shifting higher. 13 sold, 70, 75. $31 sold, 16. Yeah, just upticking in the opposite direction. So these are just kind of guesses. Guesses. Really no intuition or edge. Because I'd be able to see what was going on. And even from a review perspective, I'm not, right? And you have to know what's going on if you want to have a high win rate. There has to be not not certainty, but near certainty, and that you understand what's going on here and how to recognize high probability trading setups. So this is a review. I don't think there's any noise attached to this.